like for so many families, this week has already been a tragic one for our family here at RFL. We mourn the loss of a frequent guest, a longtime friend to this program. He was a former Assemblyman in the state of New York, Richard Broadsky. He's passed away. Apparently it was due to the coronavirus. Now, Brodsky served our region, the State Assembly, for 27 years in a prominent role in the committee that oversees the state's myriad commissions, authorities, and other entities. He was never quiet. He was the fly in the ointment when it came to nuclear power, opposing public money for things like stadiums. He was always a vanguard for the environment, and he was so much more than that. And after he left office, he joined us in this program often, sometimes once or twice even in a week. He was a regular panelist in a local political program hosted by Andrew. Always quotable, always loved a good argument, loved to laugh as well, and always convinced he was right. And I mean that in the most possible way. When you say crumrudgeon, Andrew, it is Richard Broadsky. That's not an unfair statement, right?
You put your finger on it in exactly the right way. Because whether you're anti-nuke or pro-nuke, you need a credible regulator. But I'm dead serious. You maintain a genuine sense of outrage about this, while the rest of the country's looking around and going, let's move on. So, no,
but I'm being serious. Why
you are being serious.
It's going to hurt Democrats.
New blood, you get new blood, and you criticize it for not having experience? What do you want, new blood or old blood?
It's where we are right now.
That's not true.
Of course it is,
Democrats
Richard.
win a seat in Oklahoma. The Democrats won a seat in Oklahoma. What do you want?
I can tell you for a fact that moderate Republicans are a vanishing breed.
The Democratic Party recreated itself on Tuesday. Young people, diverse people, moderates, as well as progressives.
Right, so here's
the
my
party
question.
Looked good.
He's right. You got it. He liked to talk.
He did like to talk. He did. And he loved to argue. He loved to walk into this studio or the other studio minutes before we go on the air and be like, here's what we should be doing, thinking that you could just change it all. Right? But you knew he knew his stuff. You knew that he was an encyclopedia of information. And when he would give you a compliment, when he would say afterwards, nice show or nice job, I mean, it just would put wind in your sails.
But you know what? It's hard in this cynical time. He loved and he was a public servant.
Yeah.
To him, that was the highest calling. And when we rightfully call out politicians for personal agendas and everything else, to him, it was about looking out for his constituents, whether it was for the state, whether it was for his particular community or whatever else. And he'd fight anyone if he thought they were trying to get one over on his people.
Ran for Attorney General in New York State in 2006 and 2010. At one point dropped out of one of those races to donate a kidney, I think. And I've never told you this before, but if he had run for state AG last year or run for Nita Lowey's seat in Congress this year, he's one of the few guys I would actually consider joining the campaign and leaving this desk.
Interesting. And he will be missed here, Richard Broadsky. Of course, like so many others we've lost recently, we have no idea when or if there will be a memorial for Richard Broadsky. Our friend, he passed away at the age of 73. We'll be right back to take your calls.